All right. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Today is Sunday, June 27th, 2021. And so the question was basically what to do in this season. Like, what season is this? What move is to be made? Excuse me, do I go or do I stay? That is the question. And so, before I even looked at the cards or really began to pull any cards, what I was doing was I had another deck in mind, and I wanted I wanted to use that deck, but then my spirit was leading me to this Moonology deck. And originally I said I was going to use the Moonology deck. That was my first um, thought and leading because of the question at hand. What season is this? What cycle of life and time is this? And with the Moonology deck dealing with the cycles of the moon and how they affect us, I felt that that would be a good card. But then I wanted to tap into this Awakened Soul deck because just personally knowing, um, things, and I just felt that one would touch a little more, but my spirit took me back. My spirit said, go back and get the answer. So I went back to this deck. But I knew it wasn't just to go back to this deck, that it had something to do with the question at hand. What season is this? What time of life? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I move on this opportunity? Or do I stay here where I am and work this opportunity? Um, Again, the answer was go back. The answer to that question, what to do, was go back and get the answers. Now, let that resonate as it will, whatever that means. But so what I did, I went back to the Moonology deck, and the card that I ended up pulling was Full Moon in Sagittarius. You see that? Look at the bigger picture, and immediately, um, I knew that there was an angel covering you. I mean, that was just the first thing that came out. As soon as I looked at this deck, I just saw angels, figure of angels. So whatever decision is made, there is an angel covering you. And I'm just looking over notes here. Spirit said go back to the original deck. So when you go back to the original thought, to the original mind. Go back and get the answer. Looking at the bigger picture, what my spirit was speaking to me is don't think too much about the details. Excuse me. Don't think too much about the details. Don't focus on the minutia. The small things, the benefits, the days off, or free time, things like that. Don't think about the minutia. To me, those add up to minutia. Step back and look at the bigger picture, whatever that means for you. The bigger picture. What do you see when you do that? Um, what is the most positive thought that you have when you look at the bigger picture that'll help lead, guide, and shape you? Um, the full moon in Sagittarius is a time of balancing emotions and calm. It's a time of dealing with your truths and your belief systems, as Sagittarius are um, very what's the word I'm looking for? It's a P word. Philosophical. Um, getting to the root of things, dealing with truths, higher knowledge, freedoms, and expansion. So that's what this is for you. This is a time of really honing in on what your beliefs are, what your truth is, really honing in on higher knowledge. For some reason, I got international matters here, so whatever that means to you, if it resonates something. But this is a time of freedom and expansion. And I'm just going to stay in the order of my notes so that I don't lose anything, because I was just going to try to skip forward. But I think I need to bring it back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when you look at the bigger picture, just think about, what do you see? What is the most positive thought you have? This is a time to count your blessings, even if you don't have exactly what you want. A reminder that we often take a few risks and go with the uncertainty on this journey called life. That's what life is all about. Taking risk and gaining wisdom from that knowledge. And this thing called life is a journey. I actually got it tattooed on my arm. Life is a journey. Can you see? Probably backwards and upside down. And up under that is manifesting miracles. And that's how you manifest miracles, by taking this journey called life. So you got to take some chances, take some risks. Again, don't focus on the minutia. Look at the big picture. That's the overall message here. Look at the big picture. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could really surprise you. I think I had mentioned this before. Taking time for a mini break or an adventure. Take some vacation time. Take some time off to yourself. Be confident. Life is an adventure. There's a big world to see beyond our backyard. This is all things that my spirit was speaking to me regarding this. A couple of the things I actually pulled from the Moonology deck, as I felt they applied to this message as my spirit was giving it to me. Have fun and prepare. Have fun and prepare to sail into uncharted territories. That's what this time and season is. The full moon in Sagittarius. And the funny thing is, a lot of this, my spirit was speaking to me just, random as I'm writing. But I'm not very familiar with the cycles of the moon. I'm learning right now. So after I had written all this down, I actually went and did some research on the full moon and what it means to have the full moon in Sagittarius. And I'll be damned if it just truly did not totally align with, what my spirit had already given me. So when I get to that part, you'll see how this full moon in Sagittarius is connecting with this cycle of life for you. And the funny thing is, I learned that the full moon in Sagittarius actually just passed on May 26th. So I'm not sure when the offer came in, or when everything just got on the table, but just everything that happened from May 26th, now you're in that season of everything that I'm going through right now. And it didn't just start May 26th of this year. It actually began like May of last year. May of last year to November of last year was like a cycle. And then another cycle started November of 2020 to May of 2021, where we just, again, had a full moon in Sagittarius. I think it said May 26th. But so you probably started to feel all of these things around that time, which wasn't that long ago, about a month ago. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. Again, the universe could surprise you. Life is an adventure. There's a big world to see beyond our backyard. Have fun and prepare to sail into uncharted territory. Look at the big ideas versus the details. Again, look at the bigger picture. The full moon in Sagittarius was on May 26th of this year, urging you to let go and be free. In the true Sagittarius nature, I mean, I'm a Sagittarius, so if you know me personally, you know how I flow. And the true Sagittarius nature of being free, I mean, urging you to let go and be free. I've said it to you before. I can't urge you enough to just really be true in who you are. And that's what, being free is, walking in your truth. Whatever that means. Whatever that means. Whomever it doesn't resonate with, it's your truth. It's your freedom. And that's really what this time and this period is calling you to do, to walk in your truth and your freedom, whatever that means. Excuse me. Full moon in Sagittarius will awaken you to things that you've been missing out on. This is that season right now, asking you to surrender. I pulled that card not too long ago. I think I want to say in the last reading for you. Again, Sagittarius represents our beliefs, the truth, higher knowledge, international matters, freedom, and expansion. So that's what this season is about for you right now. Again, seeking higher knowledge, freedom, and expansion. Our beliefs heavily shape the reality around us. Our beliefs heavily shape the reality around us. Let that marinate. The lunar eclipse in Sagittarius is initiating a portal of change and self-liberation for this next cycle. Remember, I was mentioning those. I didn't even do the math on them. I'm just going to say 6 months, November to May. But for the next 6-month cycle, this is another cycle you're going through, the full moon in Sagittarius. So for the next 6 months, this is where you are, a place of liberation and freedom, seeking higher knowledge and power, shaping your beliefs and walking in them, walking in your truths. It's also called a supermoon or full blood moon because of the bright red hue. And what that represents is a strong energy, a strong, powerful energy. That's what this season is for you, which is why I really feel like you are so being pulled right now, because it's such a strong, powerful energy. Like, you don't have no choice. You can't get around it anymore. You can't avoid it. Like, you are being charged with making a decision about what you're going to do about walking in your truth and your happiness and your freedom. Again, just going back to think back to May of 2020, that cycle from May of 2020 to November of 2020, and then think about the cycle from November 2020 to this past May. What was going on at that time? This is all the continuation of that story. You're going to experience an emotional release. So this strong, powerful energy from the full moon, the full blood moon, can feel your need to rebel against what is no longer serving you, or reject outdated beliefs. This is that season. It's time to reject those outdated beliefs, the things we grew up with, feeling like we had to stay here for this reason, or feeling like we had to bust this move for that reason. Old belief system, things that was ingrained to us as we grew up, things that was ingrained to us from living in this society that we live in. But now you are at a place of seeking your own truth, and it's like gnawing at you, You're going to benefit from fresh information and ideas, time of balancing emotions and calm. I think I said that earlier. You're looking for a creative outlet. It's best to deal with these different mental states that you're going through alone. You're going to get answers alone. I've said this before. The full moon in Sagittarius is provoking strong positive feelings of optimism. Vitality escalates and good intentions take possession of human mind. If you believe in it, it could really happen. It's a time of expanding your horizons. Because of this strong, powerful energy from the full moon, it's causing you to want to go into action, to move, to want to bring about change, to bring this emotional distress to rest. And so with that, don't be surprised if you're not able to stay, in one place. It's giving you the desire to move and to travel and to be outdoors and do things and be active here and be involved in different things and sports activities, and all that's just going to be natural. It's just going to be something that's in you that you want to do. This is that season. And this is not a season to deny those that drive right now, Take a deep breath and walk somewhere. This is a good time for recreations, going on trips, excursions. Begin a distant travel and visit foreign places. So I hope that answered your questions in regards to, what to do, just what move to make. At least allow that to, lead you and guide you to what is best for you, your highest good. So, all right, my sister, that's it. Look at the bigger picture. You see how bright that energy is with that moon? Because this is that time. Here's your angel. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. All right, to you beautiful. And that's your colors. I ain't gonna call your name because I probably post this. That's why I haven't said it throughout the entire video. I probably post this video publicly because I just believe that there's a message in it all the time for somebody, anybody, whomever it may resonate with. I know it's a message there, so I like to share it. But this one's for you for sure, baby. All right, take care. Love you. God bless.